everyone. I joined my friend Jeremy for another movie review. Say hi, Jeremy.
Hi.
We did a double video on the first two Terrifier films, so here's a third one for the solo one. What did you think of Terrifier 3?
It's very good. It's definitely gory enough.
Oh, yeah. Basically, my opinion are basically the same as the first two. Very gore, very over the top, and as I'm watching this, I'm asking myself, what the heck do these guys smoke when they're coming up with all these creative kill scenes?
Yeah, it's intense.
Oh, it is, and especially how, this one takes place at Christmas time.
Yeah.
And as I was also watching, I'm thinking to myself, this is somewhat basically a small tribute to, Black Christmas, Silent Night, Deadly Night, and also, do you remember that Tales from the Crypt episode, Christmas episode?
Yeah, and all through the house.
Yeah, it basically had that, the opening scene was definitely attributed to that, but the only difference is, let's say I haven't seen that in a long time. They were just like a regular family. The mother was not a killer in that episode. Yeah. Since this movie's released, people have walked out of the theater throwing up. Well, that didn't happen to me, but I do remember when I saw in the theater, some couple next to me walked out to the first scene.
Yeah, I saw some people walking out when I saw it too.
Right. Maybe a long time ago, I would have not been able to gravitate towards this film, but as I've gotten older, I'm sort of used to right now with watching a lot of gore-fest horror movies compared to as a kid. And I don't know, why would someone take their 5-year-old to see this movie? This is not really a kid's movie. It doesn't make any sense.
Of course not.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. And what did you think of Sienna in this movie?
She's great, as she was in the last one.
Right. She's basically kind of Laurie Strode and Nancy what's her from Nightmare on Elm Street?
Nancy Thompson.
Nancy Thompson from Nightmare on Elm Street, where, she has PTSD, she's in rehab, she's trying to get over the past event, and she lives in guilt and grief over the loss of her mother, even though it wasn't really, and her friend, it wasn't her fault, really, but... Yeah. And also, what did you think of Jonathan, too, in this movie, too?
Yeah, he does a good job. He's just trying to move on with his life.
Right, but it's not easy for Sienna because she lives in that, the past and all that. Yeah. And once again, what did you think of Art the Clown in this film?
Oh, he's fantastic. David Howard Thornton does an amazing job.
Yeah, he does.
He has no dialogue, yet he's able to emote so much.
Yeah. His body language, I was laughing out loud in certain moments, when he thought he saw a guy dressed as Santa Claus with Daniel Roebuck, who's in a lot of Rob Zombie films, and he plays just a regular average guy who's playing Santa Claus at the mall for kids, and when he sees and spots the Santa Claus, he's thinking, it's the real Santa Claus. Yeah, he's like a man-child. Because he buys him a drink and he spits on him, then he pees on him, and I know. And also when he eavesdrops on Jonathan's roommate and his girlfriend when they're talking about Art the Clown, when she says that he's the greatest killer since Jack the Ripper, and he's again, he doesn't say anything through body language. I'm joking. Aw, I'm thank you. Praise. He's taking gratitude. It's if he was a fan, she was a big fan, if you met him at a convention. Or when she wonders, what does he smell like? He sniffs herself. I'm joking. Well, I smell like blood and shit most of the time, but it comes to the job of the territory when you kill people for a living. He's like Freddy Krueger, but with no dialogue. And the boyfriend asks, would you have sex with him? She goes, no. And he goes, wraps his arm damn it, I gotta get laid in this franchise at this some boy before they kill me off or send me to space.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there laughing at myself, thinking, should I feel guilty about laughing at this? I may have said this in the previous video, but just for the record, Art the Clown's comedy body language is if Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton, and Harold Lloyd were basically a slasher killer. Jonathan's roommate girlfriend was named Mia. People point out a reference to Mia, God, as cool as that is, but who knows? And I highly doubt that. Despite I love Mia Goth a lot as an actress. And also, what was your favorite kill in the movie?
Probably, the Daniel Roebuck's kill scene.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal, and I don't know, has that ever been done before in a horror film where a guy was frozen and then they
there was that kill in Jason X.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
I just met Daniel Roebuck for the second time at Chiller Theater.
Right.
And he told me all about how his death scene was filmed.
Right. How long did it take them to do that death scene? How much money did that cost? Or
Well, he told me that they built a lot of fake body parts.
obviously.
So that took a while.
Right. I met him once in the past, but that was during the time when the Munsters came out at the time.
Yeah, I met him then too. I've met him twice.
Right. I hope in the future I get a photo with the guy.
Yeah.
It's as close as I get to meeting a Grandpa Munster in my life, and even though I wasn't crazy, even though not to get off top, I wasn't that enthusiastic about the Munsters remake. But I did like him as Grandpa Munster. He was solid.
Did a great job.
Yeah, he definitely had that Al Lewis presence.
Yeah.
And for me, my favorite death scene, I'm not so sure. It was like a little. It was either between like maybe the shower scene, because it felt like Psycho vibes, a lot more gorier than Psycho for sure.
Yeah.
It was also funny after when Art the Clown kills the couple in the shower, he makes a bloody angel. Also, what did you think of Gabby, like Sienna's little cousin?
Well, she certainly was very nosy.
Sometimes I didn't mind, but I know a lot of people are already criticizing how she was either annoying or too noisy. I didn't mind her that much. I thought she had a great bond with Sienna. It was cute, and I guess the reason why I say that because it reminds me of how with my bond I had with my little niece, how she's the same way with me. Wanting to play constantly with me, 24/7.
All right.
Yeah. Like that opening scene, like when Art the Clown is slaughtering that family, and I'm like, even though we don't see her kill the little girl, but I'm like, no, like. I'm thinking a little bit like Silent Night, Deadly Night, similar situation where, because I remember when I first saw Silent Night, Deadly, I almost turned it off, like thinking, oh no, they did not. But even though, yes, I know it's happened in horror movies where a little kid has died and stuff, and I admit I'm not a parent, but I get like very OCD and on my seat and worry, like, no, I don't want the kid to die, but I know it happens. Yeah. It just shows I have a good soft side because even though, like I said, I'm not a parent because I'm an uncle. I do anything for my little niece and nephew.
All right.
Yeah. Anything else you want to touch upon about Terrifier 3 that you enjoyed, or?
Well, you also have Samantha Scafty coming back as the victim
from the first one, right? You're right, where she's like really like all distorted and like
she's disfigured.
Yeah, disfigured. I mean, also, is it like it's just me that? Is Art the Clown like controlling her, like when she's talking, or am I like reading too deep into that?
Him disfiguring her drove her insane.
Right. Also, like, what did you think of that, like the finale, like fight scene between like Sienna and?
It's pretty intense.
Oh, it was, and I also get to ask myself, like, how was that like Art the Clown like smashed Sienna's hand, yet she still had the energy to still like open up a present?
Huh. Well.
Because in real life, if that happened to me, my hands could not like open up a Christmas present after
that's
like.
That's just one of those things you have to suspend your disbelief on.
Yeah, that's true. No, very, very true. I know. I'm reading too deep into it, and And how did you feel about like what happened to Gabby at the end?
Well, it definitely leaves it open for another sequel.
Oh yeah. Especially like with the healing powers. I mean, yep, that's a sign that Gabby is still alive for sure.
Yes.
And when Art the Clown tortures Sienna and her family, the thorn that he puts on her made me think of between the Wicker Man and obviously Jesus Christ. It also made me think about the satanic rites of Dracula also. And let's address the elephant in the room. I was kind of disappointed that they killed off Jonathan, but
yeah, I was
kind of hoping that he would be a little bit more like, badass and stronger, where like he like comes in and saves Sienna, kicks the crap out of Art the Clown. But it is what it is. I know. Take it with a grain of salt. And but there's a ton of like already like fan theories that it hinted that he's still alive. I don't know. See me for the next movie. I'm not gonna like waste all my time of if Jonathan is still alive or not. But Gabby, I definitely believe is still alive.
Yes. Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. It was nice to see a background story on Sienna's relationship with her father. It answered questions I had about in Terrifier 2. He was a comic book artist, and he created a female superhero character based on what his daughter had in mind. Her dad was played by Jason Patrick, who you all might recognize as Michael Emerson from The Lost Boys. When Art the Clown at the mall pretended to be Santa Claus handing out presents to children, it shocked me he was not expecting to blow at the mall. Again, the bastard killed the little kids. Would you say it was your favorite or the best one you've seen thus far, or who knows, like maybe it'll change your mind?
I mean, I like them all. So,
same, to a degree. I mean, I'm not the biggest enthusiasm. I'm kind of glad that I kept up with it for like making conversation with you or my other friends or other social media posts.
Yeah.
But I told my dad how, like, even though whether people like Terrifier, Art the Clown or not, I said he's not going anywhere because he's already become iconic as Freddy, Jason, Michael. He's in that category.
Right.
Yeah. Anything else? Or I think maybe we summed up everything. Or
I think we just about summed it up.
Yeah, okay. See y'all next time for Terrifier 4 in the future, whether they'll send him to space or not in the next one, or whenever he's going to go to space at some point.
All right.
All right. See y'all next time. Signing out. Say bye-bye.
Bye.